Hey, sixth grade. So we're going to work on some new material, and the first page will be 245. We're working with order of operations. So there's a pattern, just like you have rules with everything else. So to simplify a problem with order of operations, the very first thing that you do is simplify within the parentheses. That's the very first rule. If the problem has parentheses, then that's what we will simplify. The second one is if it has powers, that means the exponents. Then 3 is multiply and divide from left to right. Multiply and divide from left to right, and then you add and subtract left to right. So your addition and subtraction will be left for last. So let's work 1A. If we follow the rules, you work with the parentheses first. So you'll say 7 plus 2 is 9. So I'm just going to copy this other part down. And then what's 5 times 9? 45. Okay? B. So the very first thing says work with parentheses first. So we have 12 divided by what's 4 plus 2? 6. And then just copy the rest of the problem down. Then it says if we have powers, we work with those. We don't have any in this problem. Then you multiply and divide left to right. So we start on the left, and you'll say 12 divided by 6, which is 2, times 3, and then your answer will be 6 on that one. Okay? And then C, the very first step says parentheses. We don't have parentheses on C, but we do have powers. So we copy this down first. 2 times 2, because you're multiplying by itself, which is 4. And then you just have to multiply or divide left to right. And then 16 divided by 4, which is 4. Okay? So this one, you don't have any parentheses. You don't have any powers. So we just start from, first you will multiply first. Don't mess with the addition at this point. So let's do the multiplication. 3 times 2 is 6. Bring down the addition sign. Then 6 times 4 is 24. Okay? So then you'll say 6 plus 24, which is 30. Okay? So on E, your very first step is to work with your parentheses first. So copy the others down. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Okay? Not very pretty, is it? So then we'll say the next step is to work with powers. We don't have any of those. Then you say multiply or divide left to right. Okay, let's do that. 12 times 2 is 24 plus 2. And then your answer should be 26 on E. Okay, F. Do we have parentheses on F? No, we don't. Do we have powers on F? No. So we're just strictly multiplying, dividing across. Okay? So, have to do one section at a time. So, 2 numbers only. 5 times 6 is 30. Okay? Then you say 30 divided by 3 is what? 10. So 10 then divided by 5 is 2. Okay? Just take it one little section at a time. Okay? Then this G, work with parentheses. We don't have parentheses. We don't have powers. Okay? So then we say multiply from left to right. So the very first one is addition. That's not multiplying, dividing. So we'll say 7 plus, say 2 times 6 is 12. And then 7 plus 12 is 19. Okay? So I'll let you work H on your own, and we'll check that later. The next page I want to work is 247. Algebraic multiplication. Algebra is communication of arithmetic. You're trying to use as few letters as possible. Basically, is what we're doing. The normal way that we write multiplication is 6 times 3. Then we used a dot. Same thing, 6 times 3. Then we used parentheses. Another way, so let's just, for example, your perimeter equals 4 times s of a square. We're taking all of that out and we're putting the number beside the letter. If there's 2 letters or 2 numbers, you can put them beside each other. So on 1a, then you're just taking out the multiplication sign and just putting the 2 signs together. So you have pi times d on circumference. Area equals base times height. You're taking out that multiplication sign. It means the same thing. Okay? Perimeter equals 2 times L plus 2 times W. You're taking out the multiplication sign. 2L plus 2W. It means the same thing. D is area equals 1/2 times base times height. You're taking out the multiplication sign. 1/2 base height. That means multiply, multiply. Okay? So let's look at 2a. It's simplify. Remember that the fraction bar indicates division. So I did 2a and 2b as an example for you to try to help you. So 2a, always remember, just like your order of operations on the other page, do your multiplication first. So that would be 2 times 3 is 6, and then put your 2 there, and so 2 plus 6 is 8 on 2a. On b, it's 15 over 3 times 6. If it's 15 over 3, which is an improper fraction, then that's just division problem. So 15 over 3 is 5. Then you continue with the equation, which would be 5 times 6 is 30. So if you need some more examples, let me know. I can help you later. You can text me. Just let me know what's going on. Also, and then I'll make that on the next video for the information at the end of the week. Hope you guys are doing okay. I miss you and I love you very much. Talk with you soon. Bye.